Leslie,
Good morning.
how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm fabulous. I'm really happy now. I just got back from the car repair place. My driver's rear view mirror thing on the side,
Mm.
the street sweeper got it when I was in Yonkers.
Oh my goodness.
And it didn't clean it off, but it busted it enough so that even though he popped it back on when I got home, it was dangling on the way home. Um, I could tell there might be something there, but was it a horse? Was it a bus? Was it
Right?
a I don't know. Right. I didn't like that. That was hard to drive like that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I was so glad I like Kevin, you were my hero.
Good. Good.
And I got my four new tires. I when I was in Yonkers, I the way I parked, my wheels were a little bit different. I knew the front driver looked pretty bald. Right. But I didn't know the extent of the situation. It had two big, like, tears where steel belts were coming out.
Oh my goodness, Lisa.
I know. And well, that's typical me though. It's been 5 years. And so I go down there and I know. Ty says to me, Ty's my guy. He says to me, why what do you think Mike down at Mr. G's is going to say? I said, I know exactly what he's going to say. He's going to say the same thing when I went down there 5 years ago. Because I went down and this is exactly what happened. He said, I'll order the tires. Can you come in tomorrow for the installation? I said, we didn't talk about how many I need yet. And he said the same thing he said 4 years ago and that I predicted he'd say with the hand wave and everything. He went, four. You need four. You're riding around on bald tires.
Right?
He's like, they're all bald. They're all bald.
Right. Oh, that's hilarious.
But he said the same thing 5 years ago. I'm like, we had this discussion before, right?
I
So I've got
love it.
four brand new tires and the new mirror. I'm all happy.
You're all set now for 5 years.
Well, what's funny is I think I'm not being grateful enough for the stuff I've got because I've been complaining about the van, but
Mhm.
I haven't driven one this long before. This one I inherited from my mother. She didn't have many miles on it. And now I'm at 11 years, and I usually don't keep a car maybe 3, 4, 5 years. I don't keep them 11 years. So I keep
Right.
thinking it looks bad. You know what I mean? But
Uh-huh.
he said, I don't think your wrap looks that bad because it's crackling some on the window. But I
Right.
know 5 feet away, no one sees it but me, I guess.
Right.
But
Right.
the other thing I notice is I've had people say to me, um, uh, your van is pink, but it's not supposed to be pink. It's supposed to be what I asked for when I had the wrap done was shameless hussy red. Right. So it's not as red as it was. And I think, but I'm the only one that knows that.
Right.
I got to get over myself and just realize that it's not as bad as I'm thinking.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
just that, right, I'm thinking it's worse than it is. But right, it just like sometimes when I stop or when I go to something, people will take pictures of me in front of it.
Right.
And I don't necessarily want it to be bad. You know what I mean? I
Right.
don't know. Nothing says successful like driving around in a piece of crap car or something. You know,
Exactly.
but it's I don't think it's anywhere. I gotta concentrate. Yeah, I
Be
should be
grateful.
thankful. Right, be grateful for what I got. Yeah,
Yeah.
the kid's car was mine before it was mine. We bought those the same time. Now
Uh,
that car I would be embarrassed to drive because he spray painted it.
right.
Whenever it starts to look bad, he just spray paints it.
I love it.
And it's bad. And inside, um, he has like 48 air fresheners, and I'm like, that's never a good sign, right? I'm like, you might consider taking out some of the dirty dishes. You wouldn't need quite so many
Right,
air fresheners, right?
right. All the old food.
Right. So it's like, oh, yeah, he's got that full of junk. I should just be happy I'm not driving that. Oh.
Exactly.
Although, it's funny. So the car is still in my name. So he says it's his car. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Not,
Exactly.
yeah, not till you can pay the insurance and get it inspected and all that stuff. That's still my
Right,
car, actually.
right,
And I keep saying, since I'm the one paying bills here, if my van would go down, I'm taking the car back because I
right.
have to be able to, right? I'm the one driving, I'm the one earning money. So,
Exactly.
but the reality of the situation is I wouldn't drive that car. I'd be like, no, 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 no. I gotta do something else.
Time for a new one as soon as possible.
Right, right. I'd have to straighten that out right off. But I think I'm all right for a while. I put brakes on this one. I'm inspectable at the moment, so
Good, good. Yep.
Good to
Tires
know.
for 5 years.
right. Well, yeah, the other funny thing is I never really wanted to be a minivan driver. I had a thing about it. You know what I mean? I don't know,
Right,
like soccer mom. I know.
exactly.
Right. So I wear pot crocs,
Yeah,
with pot leaves on them just to take, I want some kind of little edginess. I'm driving a minivan, right?
right.
And and I don't know if this helps any, but like when I'm driving too fast on the Merritt Parkway going to Yonkers, if I like hit a hump in the road and I
Uh,
go a little high off the road or something, I yell yeehaw. Yeehaw. I don't
oh,
know. But anyway, if you will humor me for a moment, I need to send Kevin, my hero for today, who changed my mirror.
mhm.
I need to send him some brownies for his family because I do every time. Kevin's the local car guy. As I've figured out over time, which you may or may not know this, but when you first get a car, you go into the dealer, right? You're bringing it back to the dealer for him to deal with. Then it
Right,
comes to a point where you don't go to the dealer because then they're trying to suck you into a new car. So you go to like Jiffy Lube or the fast place.
right,
Then that guy starts giving you a hard time about being inspectable and stuff. So then you go to Kevin, the local car guy that has a little garage in his backyard, that guy. Yeah, so I'm
right,
I'm
right.
I'm at the Kevin stage 11 years in. So so whenever Kevin works on my car, um, like this whole thing, he did oil change and everything and replaced that mirror, and he only charged me $100.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I know. And
Wow.
he was real accommodating about it. So I'm going to send him brownies. And what I said to him, I was sending just for him. And then I realized he's got little kids. So I
Mm,
said, how many people sit at your table at dinner? And
mhm.
he said four. I said, oh, good. So I'll send a 4-pack of brownies because
Right,
we did brownies and cookies and caramels, and his favorite's brownies.
yeah,
So that's what I was going to do.
that's awesome. Yes.
Yeah, so if you don't mind, let's do that. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Maureen. And Penny. Of course, I see you there.
Right.
Um, I got strike against me on YouTube for putting somebody's personal address. I don't think they're going to have a complaint about if they're really looking at it. It may be automated because this guy's a business. So I think that should solve that, but we'll see. Um, That's why I wasn't on the Zooms. I wasn't doing card sending live because they tagged me for putting someone's personal address, which comes up every time you send a card, right? So let's see if we can't do this. Are you doing cards already, Leslie?
I am. Yes.
Awesome. How about you, Ashley? Are you sending cards already?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So this one I'm gonna use which I don't often do, but I'm gonna use a stock card. And let's see, because I've already made cards with complicated cards before and sent him with my van on the front and stuff. So I'm let's see, how about I even like grateful for you. Whoop.
I won't even join.
Hi, Anna. I'm going to mute you though, because we can hear your other conversation. Oh, go ahead. She did it for herself. Thank you. Feel free to unmute and say anything you'd like. I think I'm going to do the grateful because I am grateful. He's awesome. So I'll do customize. Even though he's a dude, I think I'll do the flower thing I've been doing on the side. I'll show you. Current editor. I think dudes like flowers to a point. I mean, I don't think you'd be offended. Grateful for you. Okay, so they have literally hundreds of stock cards. I don't use them that much because I like the creativeness of creating the card. So I usually do my own. But every once in a while I'll grab a stock card like this one. And the front's done and you can't change it or add anything. Then you can do anything you want on the inside. So what I usually do is I don't usually leave this blank. I'll just grab a 4 holder, or if this is a business card, like if I was sending this as a thank you to a customer, I would fill these with pictures of products that are coming up that they haven't seen yet or something like that. But since this is Kevin, I'm just going to put some beautiful flowers here. I'm sure he won't mind. He's going to be concentrating on the brownies. Let's be clear about that. So these pictures I just found on Facebook. Somebody posted them, and whenever I see a cute picture, I just grab it. Oop. Hi, Tracy. And then this one down here. Yay, and that's it. And then you just put a little background behind it so it'll look like something. Look at that. And that's as easy as that. You don't do that, Leslie? You have a look on your face like, oh.
Yeah, no, I just do like just the form card and that's it. I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
Well, and I'm going to show you something on the right that's pretty cool too. But to me, it's better than just leaving it. So this is the front. This is
Mhm.
the inside of the front. And most
Right.
people do leave them blank. And when you
Mhm.
buy one at the store, you leave it blank. But I just thought, I usually put either products or flowers or something like that because I just
Mhm.
think when you open it, it's a little bit of a wow factor there.
Right.
I think it's cute. So now I'm going to write, let's see, to my hero, Kevin. Thank you so much for keeping me on the road, especially replacing my driver's mirror. What a relief. Uh, Thank you so much from Lisa Wilber. Okay. So now I really did you I'm not trying to pick on you, Leslie, but because you're showing your face, you're easy to did
No
you
worries.
happen to get the font, your own handwriting font yet?
Yes.
Awesome. I love doing that. There it is right there. That's my handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
I love doing that because people, when they get it lots of times, act like I made the card at home because of it.
Right.
Yeah. So now I did this over on this side, and now on this side, I always put a really light background too that matches.
Okay.
Isn't that cute?
That's beautiful.
And you could do like dark blue and light blue or dark orange and light orange. You could do
Mhm.
whatever would go, but I think it's way better than just a white card.
Yeah.
So I do that
Mm.
almost all the time. And actually, that didn't take up the whole space, so I could actually get bigger on this.
Mhm.
Yeah, that looks a little bit better, huh? Although, yeah, you can fix things like that to make it look a little more even. Thank you. Oh, I'll put thank you on its own line. There you go. Thank you. And with that, why don't I do, sorry, y'all. I can change anything in there, I think, to a color too, if you highlight it. So I'll just put the thank you in red. Did you know you could do that? That's cute. I'm I'm trying to wow you with something you don't know.
You've done it
As
already.
if, as if, oh, okay. So now here's the back of the card. And I've been lately, I didn't change it on the template and I should, but this picture is now a couple years old and I usually have a rule about that. Although I think I look pretty much like that when I have makeup on, but I've been putting a little bit more casual shot there, especially for somebody like Kevin that I know really well. So let me get down
So
here.
I'm sorry, the back of the card is just a template because I see that a lot.
Oh, you haven't done one of those yet?
No.
Okay, so what you do, these are awesome. You can create one. So if you go, this is the back of the card. If you do layout up here,
Okay.
layout, and then this will come up with ones that you can create.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you save it while you're
Mm-hmm.
in the card. So this is one I created and saved. And this particular format is, I believe it's this one right here. Oh, no, it's this one. So you get to pick. I like to have my return address and their address on the back of every card,
Mm-hmm.
just just because some people save the card and not the envelope and they might have a way to contact me or whatever. And
Right.
also sometimes the post office ruins the envelope and
Mm.
I get it back in the mail and I can't figure out who I even sent it to because they've ruined this part.
Right.
But I can look on the inside of the card because it has it. So
Smart.
that's why I choose that one. But that one is the two pictures and some handwriting. And that's
Okay.
what I chose. This picture I made in Canva. So it has all that extra stuff on it. And this is
Okay.
just a regular picture. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you can choose that. Then once you've made one, you hit save. And
Mm-hmm.
then up here, what you do, I have this as, see, when I hit select existing, you'll notice one of them, whoop, yeah, one of them down here, that one has a green thing around it that says default.
Right. Okay.
So I can change the default at any time. And that's the one I use mostly, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's that. How are
Thank
you,
you.
Maureen? Maureen's back at home.
I'm back home. Sean had a doctor's appointment, so you guys drove home from Las Vegas with me.
Oh, nice.
Yep. But when you're all done, I have a question for you. I was hoping Peg was going to be on because I have a really strange question.
Oh, yeah, and Peg's more likely to know the answer. She actually just got a hip replacement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like yesterday. She just texted me and says she's doing good, but she won't be on the call.
Okay.
Um, so now so when we get to this part, this is the shopping cart. The reason it has a charge here is because I've already done my 10 for today, although some of you probably don't have a subscription like I do, but I was on the one that has 10 a day on it. Okay, so this is browse gifts. So I'm going to add 4 brownie pack to him. And they got some really cool gifts right now. I'm dying to have some
I know.
candy corn. That's like so bad for you, I'm sure. I can't believe some people don't like it though. It's like pure sugar. It's just like sugar. Is there any I can't imagine no one liking that. But anyway, so it's under bars, brownies and bars. And you can click on brownies and bars and get all of them now. So I need a 4-pack right here. Let me just move there. 4-pack, add gift. There we go. He liked that wording if you ever want to use that. When I said, how many people sit around your table at dinner? And I said, I want to make sure everybody gets one. And I wish I'd thought that to start with because I sent him 2 brownies. So either his kids didn't get any or he didn't because he's got 2 kids. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I thought to ask him. So here we are in the shopping cart. Be, because I have a subscription, I got a discount on the brownies. That's what that's about. Um, and just it's going to do the shipping in a second. So we're going to add recipients. And I don't remember Kevin's last name because I don't use it, so I can do Concord Stage Auto because I do know that. That's his business name. And there he is, Kevin Caruth. So I'll click that. Done. And then before I hit go, yeah, see, you get discount because of the subscription. But anyway, I always go up and look. Yes, that's the card. Yes, that's the gift I wanted. And yes, that's the Kevin I wanted. And I check my return address too to make sure that's what I wanted because I've been changing that depending on the situation. Like when I'm sending out theater cards, I'm putting something else there. You can change the return address right in the shopping cart, by the way, and then check out. And this is easy peasy. That's it. Just confirm and send. And I'm happy to give him $21. That was so worth it. My peace of mind alone was not having to drive back and forth with that mirror. Oh, and he was funny because there's some little piece of molding on the mirror that's not right. And he says, "Does that bother you?" Not at all. I'm like, unless that means that the mirror is going to fall out. He said, "No, it's glued right on. It just looks funny." I said, "No, I don't care about that at all." I feel bad because the reason he asked me must mean he has people that would not have taken it right. So to me, everything utilitarian. I guess I wasn't like that till I had the kid. And now then it was like, no, 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 no fussy anything. Everything's utilitarian, right? That's why the minivan works because utilitarian. So okay, Maureen, go ahead, shoot.
Okay, so I've been doing my Halloween cards,
Yes,
and I use a stock card for the front, but I've been putting in my own stuff.
nice.
But it's not saving in my sent cards. It's not saving in my drafts or any of that. So I called the SOC yesterday, and the girl I talked to said, when you're done making your card, hit save and it'll go to your drafts. And it did, but it doesn't have any of this on it. It only has this.
I
So
mean, it's
now I
not
have to,
showing, it's not showing in your cards on the front, on the
nope, it's
dashboard.
not. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not.
Are you sending more
But
than one at a time?
nope,
I don't know why it's not.
no,
Go ahead. What were you going to say? I'm interrupting you now. Go ahead.
no, it's okay. So what she told me to do that, and that's not working. And then I noticed I sent out a couple thank you cards and I used the stock for the thank you, the thank you with the heart in the middle card.
Hmm.
And that's not saving on my front, like in my not my favorites, but the other my card set. But that one is saving in my drafts. But this one is not saving, and nobody can figure out why. So I was hoping somebody would know why.
Is it a stock card?
It is a stock card.
Try doing it with a made one that you make the whole thing.
Well, I like this one
No, I know,
because I'm
but
doing
you can
I-
do a screenshot of the front and still make it from scratch
that's right. I can and go to yes.
if
Because I'm
if
doing
that's what the problem is.
yeah, because I'm doing a skeleton theme.
Oh yeah. No, I mean I would try that because I think that might be it.
Yeah.
So
Because you know how annoying it is having to go back in and make this card every time to resend it?
well, but I think that would solve your problem.
All right, I'll try
I
that.
because I'm pretty sure the stock cards you can't um they don't save in your cards or anything. Because
But it's
you'll notice on my card thing, none of them are stock cards. All of them
yeah,
are
and
ones
it's
that save.
interesting that it's not even saving in my drafts,
Yeah,
like my
that I don't
drafted
know.
cards.
Yeah, that I don't know about.
So
Yeah. And Ashley and Tracy, I'm not understanding the question. Will there be gift card compensation for this meeting? I don't know what that means. Um, I'm pretty sure the answer is no, but but I don't know why you would have an expectation of getting gift cards here because I wouldn't have I never said that was part of the deal. But I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. Tracy. I don't know. I'm not Send Out Cards corporate. A representative or whatever they're what are they calling them? Gratitude consultants. I'm a gratitude consultant this week. So I'm not the company itself. I'm just a person that loves Send Out Cards and sends a ton of them. So that's that. So Penny's like, ooh, what the right? I'm thinking the same thing. I don't know what that means. I don't know. And Joanne, are you at a booth right now? She's not saying. She's probably busy doing a booth.
I am
Probably.
not at a booth, but I'm getting ready to feed the baby and he's being cranky, so I've got it muted.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Although that means you're denying us of seeing the baby, but you're forgiven.
Well, let me get in here with him and then I'll let you see him.
Okay. Um,
Oh, any fun cards anybody's sending this week?
I just sent I sent Ty a card most weeks. I sent him one of the cards of us cooking last weekend, and I've been including coffee cake because he likes that one.
Yeah.
Have any of you tried the coffee cake?
Coffee cake is good.
Yeah, that is pretty
It's good. Yeah,
Ha-
you sent that to me once.
Have
It's
you
good.
tried any of them, Leslie? Any of the gift ones, the food? Oh,
Just the brownies, that's all.
oh, send yourself some coffee cake.
Okay.
Although it's dangerous, and the caramels too.
No,
They're
it's
dangerous.
caramels.
I like the pink cookies, but no, I don't think I'd I'd send them to myself just to eat a pink cookie. I do like them, but not, I don't send them. The ones that I would send for a customer, like a big buying customer, are
Mhm.
either the brownies or the baker, what do they call it? The bakery sampler. The one that
Mhm.
has the brownie, the cookie, the coffee cake.
Mhm.
'Cause I think those are, I've never had anybody say, those ruffle, you keep your bakery sample. And the brownies are always, I think I've had one person ever tell me they didn't like the brownies, but this is the same lady that she's in my downline. She's a big producer. She said, it's hilarious because she's got a big giant team. Um, she was disappointed that I keep sending brownies on their birthday. And I said, well, you know what, though? I could change to what you send your leaders, which she doesn't send them anything.
Right.
So she said, oh, no, 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 that's good. She said, I was just hoping for some variety. Well, I was kind of hoping you'd support your leaders, but we all
Right.
hope something.
Exactly.
Suppose that's awful, but but yeah. No, and I think one time somebody said they thought the brownies were dry. Now I don't think they're dry, but
Mhm.
brownies in general, if they're that fudgy, sometimes I guess you could say they're dry. But who's eating them by themselves? Don't you eat brownies with milk or ice
Or
cream?
ice cream?
Right, ice cream, yeah.
Right. Insane
Cool
people.
Whip.
You don't just be breaking it open and eating a brownie by itself. What the hell?
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't mean to take up did somebody else send some good cards?
Okay.
Did
So,
you, Maureen? You're
well,
still doing Halloween?
I'm doing my Halloween card, and this year I'm doing something different. I am sending everybody that wished me a happy birthday on Facebook, I'm sending them a thank you card.
Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea because it has your thing on the back too. That's awesome. And you know you're also building your database because some of those people you
Yeah.
don't have. Yeah, see, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
There's like 75 or 80 people.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. My little list.
That is awesome. And if you
Yeah.
don't happen, are you asking them? Or are you doing white pages first or
I'm doing white pages.
perfect? Yeah,
The
I do
only
white
thing I
pages.
wish we could get Canadian addresses off of white
Oh,
pages.
right. Yeah, that is a problem. But you know, worst case scenario, just ask them, because
Yeah.
I have yet to have someone say, if I message them and say, my big thing is sending birthday cards and I'd love to send you one. Do you mind sharing your postal mailing address with me? I've yet to have someone say, no, keep your birthday card. I
See,
don't.
I have. I
Oh,
have. I actually have a from my marketing group I used to be in, my coaching group. Her birthday was coming up and I messaged her and I said, I love to send birthday cards. Do you mind if I get your address so I can send you a birthday card? And she says, nope, that's okay. I appreciate the thought. Just tell me happy birthday on Facebook.
wow.
Yeah.
You know what, you may want to, just a thought. Sometimes when you say your address, I think people think you're going to show up. So I usually say postal mailing address.
Oh, yeah.
You may want to add that, just because I think it's less
Scary.
yeah, less scary if it's someone you don't know. Postal mailing address. Tracy says, will there be any thank you gift cards for today? No, Tracy, I'm not sure where you heard there would be, but no, sorry. Not sure what that's about. So I don't know. I suppose we should be happy that's not somebody, remember the thing with Peg when she had the poor Peg. Oh,
Poor Peg.
Leslie, you weren't there. Peg
Oh my
paid
God.
the song guy to write her a theme song for when she gets introduced, right? And when we were on a Zoom like this, somebody came on, a gentleman, and he was stranded at the gas station of Love using the self-service pump on Zoom with us watching. Yeah, yeah. You just got that. I saw that. You're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it was, and no
stranded at the
matter what
gas
we did, we
station.
couldn't get rid of them.
Oh
Wow.
That
yeah,
was the thing.
yeah, yeah. They weren't able to get him off of there. I thought it was kind of funny personally, but I felt bad for Peg, because
I
that's
felt very
like
bad.
the worst person for that to happen to.
My
Talking
goodness.
about Peg, she sent me this awesome card for fall. It says the trees are about to show us how lovely it is to let things go. Isn't that cute?
Oh, that
That
is
is
cute.
cute.
Pretty sure this is a stock card, but look at her back. She always does good
I
back.
love her
Sending
backs.
autumn greetings, designed by Peg Duchesne.
That's
Isn't that
beautiful.
I
now
love her
inside? She
backs.
did a fall word search, which is
No.
awesome, value adding. And then she did a regular picture she probably got on Facebook that says, as the air cools and the leaves change, we're reminded of the beauty that comes with change, and a little bit more. So it was a cute thing. And then this is a personal picture that she took and added the words. She would have had to add this on Canva, because you can't do that on the inside of a card. Just so for clarity, it says Arlington National Cemetery, near my parents' gravesite. So
Mm,
Wow.
kind of cool.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
That's the one thing I miss about the East Coast is the trees. I
Oh,
miss going into fall.
I've it's been my whole life is here, well, mostly, so I don't think about it that much. Yeah, I remember Ty asked me if the leaves were changing. I didn't even know. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I didn't even look. I should have known by how many cars there were on the road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was my October birthday card and I made it all on Canva. So I Googled some fun October facts and October birthday facts. Opal birthstone symbolizes confidence. More presidents born than any other month. It's the spookiest month and it's the 10th month, but Octo is Latin for 8. So I
Oh,
made that
that's
up
nice.
and I got like a picture of the White House. I've got,
That's
the
awesome.
opal. And then
What are
on
you
the
doing
inside,
for? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I did a coloring
Color page.
page. And then the yearly goals. And
I
then I
love
go to
that.
Chat GPT and I always have them write me a poem. So this poem was, in October's golden glow, leaves dance with the breeze.
I
A
saw the
birthday
smoke come out,
blooms,
Leslie. I saw the smoke.
a birthday blooms like autumn show with joy and gentle ease. Candles flicker in the fall, warmth in every light, celebrating you most of all. On this crisp, clear night, may your year be full of cheer, like October's bright display. Happy birthday, full of cheer on your special day. And then I just did a little happy birthday
That's
I made in
awesome.
Canva. And then my stuff.
That is beautiful. I
So
love
that's
it.
my October birthday card. It took me a little while to get it the way I wanted it. I think I sent it to myself like 4 times.
Oh, here, oh, wait, we get to see the baby.
Let's see the baby.
We get to see the baby, Joanne? We don't care about you. We want to see the baby. Says everybody that comes to visit you. Oh, look her.
Oh.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, look it. We don't get to see enough babies in the world. Look at
No.
you. Oh, and look at the little chubby legs. Oh, oh, I miss Alex being that small.
Ugh,
Kind of.
kind of.
Don't
Yeah.
the whole million diaper thing, really.
Yeah. Leslie, are you an Avon representative?
I am, yes.
Okay, so I don't know if Lisa showed one of these cards already when I was driving, but I borrowed this idea from Lisa. So I also made this on Canva. I just got the tree and then I put Avon Holiday 2024 and a lot of the pictures from convention.
Yeah.
And I put them in there. And then I wrote, Avon just had their yearly convention in Boston. I wasn't able to attend, but I was able to see some of the amazing products they have coming out for the holidays. Do you see anything you like? And then I stole from Lisa. As always, thank you for letting me be your Avon lady, from Maureen DeGregory. And then on the back, I just have kindness is free, sprinkle that stuff everywhere.
Oh, I love that.
And then I, just took a bunch of the pictures and put them in and just sent them off. And then this isn't the one I did it on, but I switched it up. In this corner right here, I put my QR code to go right to my website.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
That's
I love
awesome.
that.
So
Yeah, I was at convention, so I took like a bunch of pictures of me in front of the house that was all decorated and stuff. And I'm like, oh, you're giving me such good ideas to use all those pictures.
Oh,
And
let
you
me
know-
show you. Go ahead.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say, you know what Lisa did one year? She did in front of the Avon sign at one of the conventions. She's behind it, and she had that on her front as one of her
Mhm.
her cards.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is the one that I just sent to my customers. And it's that was at convention.
Mhm.
The oh, the squirrels are running the internet here in New Hampshire today, evidently. There it is. Did you have your picture taken by that door?
Yeah,
No. We had to look for that. That was over on the left there.
right.
I like the 1886. That's the year the company was founded, of course.
Yeah.
But when I first I sent a few a day to my customers. When I first started sending this, all I had was the convention pictures. As time has gone by, I've switched out. Like this is a convention picture from that bench right there. This
Right.
is a convention picture. I've switched out these to be the ones from the stock from the site as we're adding the products. So
Oh.
I did do you know how to do the merge to put their name in?
Yes.
Okay, so I put hi in the customer name, wanted to pop this card in the mail, sneak peek of the products coming out. The other thing that I've got on mine all the time now is right here. I have my Facebook business page. I do almost everything on my personal page, but on the business page now, I'm posting product information and coupon codes. So
Okay.
that here, and I wanted all my customers to have that because the coupon codes, that way they can find them without randomly running across them on my page or something. They can always
Right.
look. And then the other is more pictures. Like this one was a convention shot. Oh no, I think that might be my own door. I think that's my door out here in the hall. But these others are stock off the site. And I also reuse like that's me holding up the earrings that I'm wearing right now, actually.
Mm.
Uh, those are pictures that I took to do my reels and my promotions. I also use them in my cards. So
Okay.
pictures of me. I sit around and take all the pictures ahead. So when you see me doing the reels and stuff, now that you know that secret, you'll know you can look at my outfit and see that I've worn the same outfit for like 3 different jewelries or 4 different jewelries, and I'm just changing my glasses in the picture. So I do it
Right.
the same day. Yeah, Ty was thinking I did them every day, and I'm like, oh no, because I have to put makeup on for that. I'm like, I'm not doing that every day. So, and then
Right.
the back is my regular, that's my regular one. So
Okay.
that's that. But that's when I do thank yous, I do those boxes with all those pictures in it too. Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking sometimes I put what they bought on the front, um, and then stuff they didn't buy from me on the inside or stuff coming out. But I put what they bought on the front or on the front what they got free. Like if
Mm-hmm.
they the coupon
Mm-hmm.
code, you can see it in the chart. I mean, in the back office, I put that on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if I'm the one that submitted the order for them, because I have a couple people that are they're either old. One of my customers is blind, and I submit for her. One of them's really old; she doesn't do internet. When I submit the order, um, they always don't know that they're going to get something free because they don't even know about the coupon codes. And I make
Right.
it like I was able to arrange that special for them. So they don't know they do it every Thursday. So
Right.
right. So I put the thing on the front. Look what I was able to arrange for you for free this time.
That is awesome.
Mhm.
And the wording, in case you want to use it, that I put on all my cards for the Avon customers, is
Mhm.
I say, thank you for allowing me to be your Avon lady. So to me, it's just my way of, they could pick anybody.
Mhm.
There's 100,000 Avon reps, and then there's the store down the street. They could literally get their
Yep.
stuff anywhere and
Exactly.
choosing to get it from me. So
Mhm.
want to word it so that they know I realize that I'm
Mhm.
grateful that they're buying from me. So I think that's going to be more important as we go down the road because
Mhm.
people like to get their stuff right away, of course, and less and less they're going to get thanked for it.
Right.
Less and less they're going to get a thank you card. You go in the store, you even check yourself out. You could actually go to the store, buy your stuff, and not talk to a person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Amazon never sends thank you cards to anybody.
Mhm.
No. And no,
They
and,
never.
and you know what's funny? Even I'm a hotel snob, really. I've stayed at a lot of hotels over a lot of years. I know what I like and I
Mhm.
know what I don't like. When I'm paying $300 or $400 for a room, I want some butt kissing to go along
Yeah.
with that room.
Mhm.
When we just went to Great Wolf Lodge, it was expensive like that. Not like Legoland, that was more expensive. But Great Wolf Lodge checked you in with a person. Legoland was more expensive. They wanted you to check yourself in on an iPad. And I right away had a problem with that. I said, where's the person that'll check me in? This was
Right.
too much money for me to be checking myself in.
Right.
Right. I think I might have embarrassed Ty a little bit because I'm like, well, you know what?
Yeah.
When you pay in 300 or 400 for a hotel for one night, they need to. And I think
Exactly.
the personal, because you know who says that is oh God, what's that guy? That little hotel guy, Hotel Impossible guy. He said
Oh, oh yeah, Anthony.
Anthony Malcury.
Yes.
Malcury. Yeah. He said customers by and large seem to rate their stay based on how many interactions they had with the staff at a
Mhm.
hotel. And do you know that's the same with us? They may not get personal. Like I have many customers that I've never met in person. That's
Right.
why the thank you cards are so important, or the text, or the little, you have to put little emojis in your text and little emojis in your email and stuff because you have to be so careful because they don't know you.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
I'm used to being, I don't know, uh, not blatantly funny. I guess it's more like with a little emoji funny. But if you
Right.
don't know me, you could be taking it wrong. And I don't want customers to feel any way but know that I'm grateful for their business and thankful
Exactly.
they're doing business with me. So I think the thank you cards go a long way with that.
Hmm.
And
Get to see
I've
you
told this
face.
story a couple of times. Down in San Antonio, when we had convention in San Antonio,
Hmm.
my husband and I were staying at, I think it was the Hilton. It was across the street from convention. And we were right on the Riverwalk, and underneath was a restaurant. And him and I went in to go have dinner one night, and we were told we could not eat there. I'm sorry. The guy's like, you can't eat here with the, there's not enough staff to help everybody. But what he didn't realize is that I was staying in the hotel, and because I was staying at the hotel, that's the hotel's restaurant. I could eat there, but he wouldn't let me explain it. So Sean and I started walking around the Riverwalk, and he said to me, "Where would you like to go eat?" And I said, "I don't know, but I don't want to go back to that restaurant." And I said the name of it. Right now, I can't think of the name of it. I said the name of it. I said, "I don't want to go back there because they were so rude." Unbeknownst to me, standing inside where I was walking by was the manager of that restaurant.
Oh, wow.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Right.
So he came over and he talked to us, and I told him the whole story of what happened. And he said, are you guys available for lunch tomorrow? And I said, yes. And he says, okay, come in. I will not be there because it was a Sunday. He's like, I will not be here, but just come in. I will leave your name, let them know that you're coming, and we'll make this right. Well, what I didn't realize is he went back and talked to the staff, and the staff, our meal was free. They actually made extra food for us, which I was willing to pay. They made a couple of extra things for us, and he even came in on his day off to check out to see how we were, because they called him and said, your guests are here, and he came in. Do you know, I came home and I sent that man a thank you card
Yeah.
because I wasn't trying to be rude. I just said to Sean, my husband, I don't want to go there because of how rude they were.
Hmm.
And this whole big thing happened, and I still think about that because of how he made that so positive for us that night.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, just
Because
think
he could have just ignored.
one bad experience can turn you off. And I think that's a great story for all of us to think about too, because we can turn it around if we've had a bad experience with a customer and by mistake. And it doesn't have to, it can be their fault. It doesn't matter. It's up to us to make it positive for them, even if it's them. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Down at the tire place, that was 2 days ago. No, it might have been yesterday. Um, Mike, the tire guy, was telling everybody in the waiting room that he was out to dinner with his family. I can't even imagine this because Mike is a well-known big businessman here in my town. He was up in another town though, so maybe they don't know who he is. I don't know. But he was at a restaurant where they have a chef and all that stuff. And the fire alarm went off, and he happened to have been in the bathroom. And what ended up being was that they emptied the restaurant out and everything. The owner thought he was smoking in the bathroom. Mike don't smoke. Mike was a regular customer too. And he yelled at Mike in front of the right. We already know this is bad. He yelled at him, didn't back off at all, didn't come to his senses. Even if he had been the one smoking, he's the customer and a
Right.
regular no less. He had a big party with him that he was paying for.
Ah.
Anyway, this gets worse though. This is what kills me. So he ran into his waitress at the tire store buying tires. And the waitress, he told the waitress the story because she said, we haven't seen you in a while. He said, I'm not going back. And she said, what happened? And he told her. And
Hmm.
he said that the waitress said they went back over the tapes and it was two teenagers smoking in there before he went. So the owner knew that and didn't go back to Mike. The owner knows Mike enough, or the waitress, they should have found Mike and
Hmm.
apologized to Mike
Mhm.
and gave him a free meal, or even not a free meal. They could have made that right by calling Mike on the phone. And
Right.
now Mike's not going back. And I was told them that happened with me one time too. Way back when I was living in the trailer park, I needed to have rabies. So I thought, well, I didn't want to take the dog in. I thought, well, maybe I'll put on a rabies clinic down here. There's a bunch of people with dogs. We'll all do it. I was only able to get maybe 4 or 5 people to go. The vet here in town came down and did it. I didn't know him that well. He yelled at me because he didn't think there were enough people come out for this. He wanted more customers. And he yelled at me to the point where I would never go to him ever. And that was a good 30 years ago.
Mhm.
And I've had dogs and cats. I have 4 cats and a dog. Do you know how much money he gave up over that one transaction?
Mhm. Yep.
He had no idea. And to this day, that was the one time I dealt with him. Just one time.
Mhm.
If someone asked me for a vet referral, I say, don't go to Ware. Don't
Right.
go to the Ware vet because he's not good. All over that one. So I
Mhm.
think the lesson for us though is that you can have a bad day and interact with a customer, it doesn't come off good. If you're like me, I usually know when it happens, but
Right.
you need to make it right because the customer will not only not do business with you ever again, the customer will tell everybody that it'll spread like wildfire even more
Mhm.
than when you give good
Mhm.
service. So
Exactly.
you can turn the tide and make it right. Because just think Mike would have been all right with a phone call, but we
Mhm.
could send a card and be humble. And if it's embarrassing, which I've done that before, been rude to somebody because they called when I was in the middle of something and I shouldn't have answered and did. And then I sent them brownies because I know I should have answered, but I took responsibility. But I think for us, we need to think every time I deal with a customer or a downline member or potential person, I have to say, I want to make sure when this person walks away from me that they had a good experience. Because if they didn't, I'm going to be I'm going to deal with Mike or I'm going to, or the vet thing. I think of those all the time because it's so easy to have one little thing like that mess with your business.
Mhm.
And yet, if you're thinking about it, usually, like I bet that restaurant owner knew he did the wrong thing. That's why he was looking at the tapes.
Right.
But he should have kept going with that train of thought and thought, how can I save this situation with Mike? Because Mike's a regular and this is not good that I lost my head and yelled at Mike. So I'm not saying you can't have a bad moment. That happens to everybody. But you can do at the very least, you could send him a card.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If you don't like to, be humble and call him or whatever, or you could do both.
Right.
I've never
Mhm.
had people that I sent, like if I have apologized and sent them brownies because I was being not as gracious as I could have been, even if it's their fault, it doesn't matter. It's a customer. Even if, you know what I mean, they're wrong, it doesn't matter. I wasn't being gracious. I took full responsibility for the situation, sent them brownies, and I said, I was wrong. Please forgive me for, speaking out of turn. That wasn't right. I've never had anybody stay mad. They've
Right.
always gotten over it after that. And I've actually had a couple customers, unfortunately, over all these years, I've had to I've had to humbly apologize many times because for various reasons. Um, I've had customers give me referrals and they say, at least when you do something wrong, you say you're sorry. Because it's surprising how many people won't say that. You know,
Exactly.
That
I
happened to me this morning.
oh, go
I-
ahead.
Yeah, I had a little thing with a customer, and I thought that wasn't right of me. I shouldn't have acted that way. And I called her this morning and apologized to her. And she was happy that I called her and that I apologized.
No,
And I
see
still
that,
have her.
and just think that didn't cost you anything.
Oh,
And you probably saved the relationship over it.
yeah, yeah.
Good on you for doing that. I am always sure. You know who was bad about that? My mother was bad about that. She would never say she was wrong. And not saying you're wrong to your family is one thing,
Yeah,
but to a customer, you just have to. You
Yeah,
say, I messed up your order and didn't place the second deodorant. I missed it on the slip. I'm sorry. It was my mistake. I'm going to
Mhm.
get deodorant and bring it to you. I'm
Mhm.
sorry I did that. But some people will just say, maybe you didn't tell me it was two. You know what I mean? They'll try to make it like it's not their fault. And I
Right.
think you're
Yeah.
almost always better to take personal responsibility, whether it's your fault or not.
right.
Right.
I just think that's how you get the customer, how you treat. What were you going to say, Leslie?
I'm sorry. This was a great training. I have to hop off, but I learned so much in this hour. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so
I'll-
much.
I'll
Yeah, as a
see you
matter of
guys.
fact, we're all going to be going. Okay. We're all going to be going here anyway because yeah, it's almost 2 and guess what I'm getting ready for?
Yonkers?
Younger.
Yonkers? Yonkers?
Called
Are you
Arkansas.
going to Yonkers, Lisa?
Shocking, isn't it? You know,
I
oh,
am
you know,
so shocked.
I wrote to Andrea Patton, one of my good friends. She's like a mentor. She's like totally a wisdom person, right? And she sent me a picture of me and Ty, the big one. And I said, who would have thought of all the things and people in the world that it was a man that I needed and wanted? Not ever did I think that was what I needed and wanted, right? And she said, just because, oh, I'm going to cry. Think about this. Just because you can do everything yourself doesn't mean you should. Isn't that good?
That is good.
Yeah, she's so good about that.
That is so
Yay.
good.
Oh my God.
I gotta
Oh
get
my-
my send out cards going because I want to get signed up and I haven't yet because there's things going on and stuff, you know.
Well, don't forget, it's not a fee to sign up. You just have to open an account and it's no money, but you can send cards as pay as you go. So you don't have to sign up to be an affiliate or anything. You can just be a customer
Uh-huh.
and it's not a money commitment until you send something. And the only reason I like the subscriptions, which makes the cards less, is because I send a lot of cards. But
Yeah,
if you do pay as you go, just open an
That's what-
account, pay as you
I
go.
would like to get the subscription because it would be easier.
Mhm.
It would, but why wait? So, because you're kicking the can down the road till you can afford the subscription when, like, you had the perfect thing this morning that you really needed to send a card for.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I was thinking this
Okay.
morning.
yeah, jump in, Penny, jump in.
Yeah,
Oh, anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I got some errands because I bring some stuff with me when I go down usually. So I've got some running around to do, and they're supposed to tighten my lug nuts on the tires before I go to New York. So got to pop in there. But thank you all very much. I wonder what the whole gift card thing was. What was that about?
I have no idea. And you notice they left.
Right. So I don't recognize their names, and then they left when they weren't going to get free gift cards. Does anybody give free gift cards just for showing up? I don't know.
Not that I know of. No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, well, at least they didn't show us anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was fun.
That
Well,
was
thank you all very much, and thank you especially, Maureen, for all your work. I
no,
appreciate
I'm
it.
not available next Thursday.
Okay,
So I won't be on next Thursday.
okay, no problemo.
And
And we'll see everybody else next week or sooner.
I
And
want to
thank you
thank
very
I want
much.
to thank
Thank
Lisa and
you.
Maureen for putting up with me.
oh, Penny, I love you. You are a sweetheart.
I love you guys too.
We'll
Bye.
Bye,
see you all
Joanne. Bye,
later.
Lisa. Have fun.
Bye. See you
Lisa,
Bye.
have
later.
fun this weekend.
I will.
Wink, wink, wink.